Hey guys, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again in 7th grade design, where we are reviewing different eras of Disney animation. So today we've prepared something special for the Library of Congress. So the Library of Congress has a special department that's called the National Film Registry. It's a list of films that have been deemed culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant. Many of these films have been selected for preservation. And so we kind of delved into why that is. First up, I'd like to introduce Brandon, who will talk about the National Film Registry.
The purpose of the National Film Registry is to preserve revolutionary and important films. Today we will hear about some films that have been preserved by the Library of Congress and some other films that have not been preserved but that we think should be. Let's fast forward about 100 years to 1989 when the film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was selected for preservation. Now to Anika.
Hi, I'm Anika and I'm here to announce that the 1937 animated film Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs has been selected for preservation. The film is recognized because of its beautiful and colorful animation and intriguing storyline. The first feature film made by Walt Disney that had both color and sound. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Walt Disney and his amazing work ethic. One day, Disney called all the animators to a meeting where Walt Disney actually acted out all of the characters. This was an incredible act because it shows the devotion Walt Disney had to the film. As an animator myself, this film taught me that hard work pays off and that everyone in an animation team has a purpose and something to add to the film. Now to Alex to talk about Pinocchio.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm here to announce that the 1940 animated film Pinocchio is being selected for preservation. This film is being recognized because it impacts many other movies, especially because of the message. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Wolfgang Ritherman. He was a director and producer and started as an animator at Disney Studios. He was part of the Disney animation group called the Nine Old Men. As an animator myself, Pinocchio taught me to animate important lessons. One example from Pinocchio is not to lie. This has made many kids be much more honest. Thank you on behalf of Disney Animation and the 1940 film Pinocchio.
Thank you, Alex. Next up, we have Beauty and the Beast, selected for preservation in 2002.
Hi, I'm Henry. I'm here to announce that the 1991 film Beauty and the Beast has been selected for preservation. The film is being recognized because the way the animation was innovated and handled. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you one reason in particular, Don Han. He worked on supervising the movie and making it look a lot better with new techniques. As an animator myself, this has taught me how much animation has evolved. Thank you on behalf of the 1991 film Beauty and the Beast.
Thank you very much. Next up, we're going to fast forward to the year 2011 when the film Bambi was selected for preservation.
Hi, I'm here to announce that 1942 animated film Bambi has been selected for preservation. The film is being recognized because not only is it relatable for those who have lost close relatives when they were young, but it still gives the whimsicalness of a princess or nature movie. For example, the entire movie is based upon nature, and Bambi is the kind of character you would find be friends with the princess of other good guys in the film. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about the one person in particular, Milk Hall. He did the animation for a lot of animals in Snow White, and he's very experienced with drawing animals, and I think that that's a good quality to have in an animator, Bambi. As an animator myself, this film has taught me how to show movement in the trees through animations and how different shades of a color can make something look more realistic.
Thank you, Anaya. We are going to fast forward to 2016 when the year The Lion King was selected for preservation.
Hi, I'm Kira. I'm here to announce the 1994 animated film The Lion King has been selected for preservation. Most movies have humans as main characters. In this story, it's all revolved around animals and their lives. It's a bit different than Bambi because it's like a whole different place in the world. The animators also had to find a completely different strategy of animating the animals. For example, they had to bring in authentic lions into the studio and observe them and draw them. Not only that, but the message in the music is inspiring to many people. The music, animation, the story, the message, and the whole process are special and are worth being preserved. Many people worked in the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Irene Mecci. Irene Mecci was a co-screenwriter for the movie, developing characters such as Rafiki, Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, and the hyenas. Those characters helped make this movie very funny and entertaining in its own way, bringing laughter to the audience. Not only that, but she co-wrote a book for the musical adaptation of The Lion King, and later on it won a Tony Award for the best book for a musical. This film has taught me many things about animation, especially animating animals and the environment around them.
Thank you so much. Next up, we're going to fast forward to the year 2018 when the movie Cinderella was selected for preservation.
Hi, I'm Ariana, and I'm here to announce that the 1950 animated film Cinderella has been selected for preservation. This film is being recognized because it really shows how powerful collaboration is, and when it works well, it can really feel like it is drawn by one person. This is especially important for animation. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Mary Blair. She was a very skilled animator and a concept artist on the film. Animators still to this day want to see her work as an inspiration. It was a big part of the style of the movies because she was responsible for the color, which really brought the movie together. As an animator myself, this film taught me to focus on my work and really make sure all the parts, the sound, the effects, the music, the colors, and everything are incorporated. Also, Cinderella taught me to focus on the overall look, which is especially important when you're working with others.
All right, thank you, Ariana. Let's fast forward one more year to the year 2019 when the film Sleeping Beauty was selected for preservation.
Hi, I'm Sachi, and I'm here to announce that the 1959 animated film Sleeping Beauty has been selected for preservation. The film is being recognized because of its magical storyline and its background animation. Sleeping Beauty is one of the first films to have so much background animation to add to the storyline. Many people worked on this film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Mark Davis. Mark Davis was one of the animators for Sleeping Beauty, and being one of the 9 old men, he was able to help animate Aurora, Maleficent, Diablo the Raven, and many other prominent characters from this beautiful film. This film has taught me how much background animation makes the viewer feel as if they're in the fairy tale. Thank you on behalf of Disney Animation and the 1959 Sleeping Beauty.
Those are 7 films that have been preserved, but there are also a few films that we learned about this year that have not yet been selected for preservation.
Hi, I'm Luca, and I'm here to nominate the 1961 film 101 Dalmatians for preservation. It teaches us to take risks. They took many risks with this movie, such as the Xerox process, which was a big machine that basically did the work for the inkers. And this was a big risk because it was new. It made for a different art style in the movie. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you one person in particular, Bill Peet. Bill Peet worked on many Disney movies, such as Snow White, and was a key figure in Disney Studios. And I think he was so important because he never stopped trying. As an animator, this has taught me to innovate and discover my style. Thank you on behalf of Disney Animations, and I hope you will consider 101 Dalmatians for preservation.
Thank you so much, Luca. Next up, we're going to hear from Gianfranco about the 1989 film The Little Mermaid.
Hi, I'm Gianfranco, and I'm here to nominate the 1989 animated film, The Little Mermaid, for preservation. The film should be recognized because of its unique style and authentic story plot. So many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular named Mark Kent. As an iconic animator, Mark contributed to Disney by taking on the animation of many lead characters. He was able to animate the main character in The Little Mermaid, Ariel, and due to the underwater setting, Mark had to adjust to new scenery, setting, and style of drawing, and one of these setbacks included the limitation of holds, also known as slight changes in poses over a number of frames. Overall, my main takeaway was just knowing that nothing is impossible to adjust or change to. Thank you on behalf of Disney Animation, and I hope you will consider selecting the 1989 film, The Little Mermaid, for preservation.
Thank you, Gianfranco. And now for our final film, we're going to hear from Vasilisa, who's going to talk about Aladdin.
Hi, I'm Vasilisa, and I'm here to nominate the 1992 animated film Aladdin for preservation. Film should be recognized because of the prominent characters, creative ideas, and the hard work that the animators put into it. Many people worked on the film, but I want to tell you about one person in particular, Eric Goldberg. He's an American animator and voice actor who worked on many different films. He animated the hilarious and very memorable character, the genie from Aladdin, as he simply made him come to life. As an animator myself, this film has taught me to keep humor in the animation to keep the audience interested. Thank you on behalf of Disney Animation, and I hope you will consider selecting the 1992 film Aladdin.
Thank you to Vasilisa and to all of our presenters. We hope that you take these 3 films under consideration and possibly could nominate them for preservation in the National Film Registry. Thanks also to the Whitby community for following along with the 7th graders as they studied Disney animation.
Affleck, do it. Did you hear it?
Thanks, Henry. This is our official class mascot. Thank you once again.